put money in Harvey Goldsmith's pocket, and he pays his dues to the Tory party, and that gets his licence, and everything's nice because all those people are controlled and pay all the money to Harvey or the big promoters. So again, you know, the rock and roll and BICKERSHAW was all part of a counterculture, but you know, that counterculture incorporated all the bands and the audience. And one of the great quotes from Mick about festivals in another article he wrote was, I think probably about Deeply Veiled, but then I think I've read it, I think someone else wrote about it, about the Isle of Wight, was the fact that the stars at Deeply Veiled and the guy who wrote the Isle of Wight also said that the audience were no different to the bands. It could have been you up there, it could have been me up there. There wasn't this sort of, I mean, what's so sickening now, you know, you see these bands, they fly in onto the Glastonbury helipad, they run out, you know, they run into a beautiful leather settee porter cabin with a yucca plant and a couple of rubber plants, and they have the beautiful Chablis, and then they, you know, they put on the cool shorts and the fuck off t-shirt, and you know, and they go on stage and they give it all this, and they're throwing beer at each other, and they're straight back out into the helicopter, back to the hotel in the limo, rub down with the towel, put on the satin robe, you know. Where at BICKERSHAW you could wander freely backstage, and there's Captain Beefheart sat in his caravan, and you can go and smoke a joint with him. Great pictures of Jerry Garcia sat in the back of the truck talking to the fans. You know, incredible string band in a little sort of carry-on camping caravan, all of them squashed in this little, you know, 12-foot Sprite or something like that. So it's all gone now because it's all like massive big business. And the differentiation between you, I mean, was it £2.25 to get in BICKERSHAW and £3.25 if you went in one of the dormitory marquees for the whole weekend. You know, but all that's gone now because everything's just so pre-packaged and organised. And I think the other great thing about BICKERSHAW was the fact it was, apart from the theatre groups, is just the fact that it was one stage. And your modern festival is like, you've got a dance tent here, and you've got a jazz stage there, and you've got a stage here, a stage there. Go to Glastonbury. I mean, I went working at Glastonbury, got in for free. And on the days I wasn't working, you're just mesmerised by the fact that there's just so much going on, and there's something going on here you want to see, and there's something going on 2 miles over there that you want to see. And it's just, the great thing about BICKERSHAW is whether it was the local Haydock brass band, or whether it was Donovan, or you know, whether it was the guy jumping into the pool of water, or the guy, the strongman. I think, anybody remember there was a strongman who had iron bars laid on his chest and then was hit with a sledgehammer. And all this happened sort of on the main stage, and it was all one big focus. And then when you'd finished at the end of the night, you all went back to your tent. So I think that's the other thing now, is festival. I mean, there's so many festivals losing money as well. There are too many festivals, a glut of them. And at those festivals, you never got to see half the things that are on because there's just so much on.
To be honest, Chris, it's probably a good thing that it was only one BICKERSHAW. It would have become that, wouldn't it?
I suppose so, yeah, because Glastonbury has become that sort of massive stalag fence, hasn't it? Which the books at the front here, please have a look. The box set comes out on the 18th of June, although we are selling them now. The official, it's had some great reviews already in Word magazine and Uncut, and it really has sort of revived a lot of interest in BICKERSHAW. So thank you very much for coming anyway.